With Dragon Ball Sparking Zero revealing its full roster and coming out in just a matter of weeks now, people are already discussing DLC. Not just the DLCs that's already been announced, but future DLC too. To the point, they even asked Jun Furutani, the producer of Sparking Zero, about future DLC. And they even discussed manga characters and the issues regarding that. And I'm going to discuss it all here in this video. I'm your boy Kaizen, like, subscribe, and let's get straight into it. So as most of you know already, and for those of you who don't, we already have 20 DLC characters confirmed. And while we don't know the exact characters, we know they come from DLC for the season pass for Dragon Ball Daima and Dragon Ball Super Superhero. As for the order of the DLC, we don't know. My guess is we'll get Daima first to promote the show, although maybe it will happen after the show is done airing, who knows. But Jun Furutani, the producer of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, just done an interview, and he was asked about more future DLC. And not only that, but some information about the DLC that's already confirmed has also come out that we didn't know about. And I'll just give you the quick highlights first and then we'll go deeper into it. And this comes from DBS Hype on Twitter, of course. So Jun Furutani was asked about what if scenarios and if they'd have any new fusions. But Jun Furutani said he wants to keep the what ifs hidden until the game is out. That's very interesting. I mean, one thing that everyone has always discussed is, what if Goku and Gohan did the fusion with the Potara earrings instead, like they originally planned? That could be a perfect what if scenario for the Buu saga. And it looks like with the way that the what if episode battles go in this game, that could be a thing, who knows. Also another one could be what if 17 and 18 fused, because I'm pretty sure they mentioned that in the show too. Like in the Tournament of Power, I think even the Kais or Beerus discussed it. That one's a bit more wacky, but who knows, you know. It's not out of the realm of possibilities. They then went on to talk about the season pass that's already confirmed, about Daima and Superhero, and very interestingly, he said there's 3 DLC packs, not 2, 3 DLC packs that are planned to release covering characters from Superhero and Daima. So that means one of the 2 has 2 DLC packs and one just has 1 DLC pack. So one will be smaller than the other. So out of the 20 DLC characters, what do you think will have less? My guess is Superhero will have less. I mean, it's just one movie, and then the rest will be Daima. It's kind of hard to tell like what characters will come out of Daima. Then again, at the same time, they could easily milk it because all of the characters turn small. Like we already have Daima Goku as the pre-order bonus, so I guess Daima Vegeta, you know, mini Vegeta, and also those new, like I think there's like 4 or 5 new characters, good guys and bad guys, you know, the ones with the white hair and like the gun or whatever. I should put it on screen now. Very cool character designs. I think they're like Kais or something, Kaioshins. I'm not gonna lie, while I have been keeping up with the trailers, I haven't been looking too deep into the story leaks about Daima because I kind of just want to be surprised. I am looking forward to it, but I also want to be surprised. But there's plenty of characters that can come out of Daima. But for Superhero, we can kind of tell what characters will come out of it. We have Awakened Piccolo, we also have Orange Piccolo, and I guess the base Piccolo from Superhero can be his own slot. So that's 3 characters there. Of course we have Beast Gohan, but as for if his ultimate form and his base form or Super Saiyan form or whatever count as character slots, that's another question altogether. Personally, I think they'll just do Ultimate Gohan who awakens into Beast Gohan, so that's 2 more slots. That would be 5 right there. We do also have Teen Goten and Teen Trunks, but we also of course have Cell Max and the 2 Gammas. I think the 2 Gammas are guaranteed and Cell Max is guaranteed as well. So that would be 8 characters right there. Goten and Trunks are kind of up in the air, like if they, you know, the teen ones, if they'd be in the game or not. But honestly, 8 characters there and then 12 out of Daima, that makes sense to me. You let me know what you think down below though. Then the big one, he was asked about manga characters, specifically characters like Moro and Granola. And I was surprised they didn't mention Ultra Ego Vegeta, but of course we have that in mind too. And these are characters that everyone talks about, but we kind of know now. In fact, it was kind of informed to me in the comments of a video I did a while back that we can't have manga characters because of like some kind of copyright issue with Shueisha or something like that. But yeah, they can't have manga characters, stuff that's genuinely exclusive to the manga. I know we have like the manga moves in the game already, Goku Black's Godbind, and some other moves as well, like Vegeta's Flash move, I forgot what it's called. But I guess moves are a different story to characters, you know, characters are a big deal. It is kind of interesting how like there's limits on some stuff, but then it's crossing the line when there's characters. But yeah, supposedly they can't have manga characters, and I know that the whole Dragon Ball Super franchise is kind of going through a lot of like changes right now since Toriyama's passing, like who gets the rights of what. Of course Toyotaru is returning to the manga, so that's one part that's dealt with, but regarding the anime and Shueisha and all that, it's another story altogether. So that's kind of messy. So about this, he was asked about the manga characters like Moro and Granola being on his radar or touching upon manga that haven't been animated yet, and he says it's difficult to talk about these things due to various situations. So of course that's code for I can't talk about this right now because I might get in trouble, and one thing for sure, it can't be in the game. And if you look at the interview itself and look at what Furutani said, I do have some more details on what he said. So in regards to the characters, they have plans to release 3 DLC packs covering characters from Dragon Ball Super Superhero and from Daima. So there's 3 packs total from those 2. The interviewer then asked, I know he's thinking maybe too far ahead, but I just want to get your thoughts, speaking of Furutani, on it. But there's a lot of cool characters in the Dragon Ball Super manga right now that I think a lot of fans would love to see, and of course we'd love to see these characters, like Granola and Moro. Are those characters that are on your radar, and would you like to touch upon those characters? Furutani's exact quote is, at this point, the short answer is, it's difficult for him to talk about these things. I'm guessing that's what his translator said. To talk about these things. Yeah, due to various situations, I'm sure you understand. After that, they went on to talk about the stages in the game, which over the last 24 to 48 hours has been a topic of discussion on Twitter, because a lot of people are concerned about the lack of stages in the game, especially when you compare it to the number of stages in previous Tenkaichi games. Because it's revealed that there's only 12 stages, and the reason why people are especially annoyed about that is because Tenkaichi 3 had 23 stages. That's almost double. However, it is important to note that a while ago, Bandai Namco teased the presence of Mountain Road, a map that's not included in the list of 12 maps in the game. Because as of right now, I think I have the list of the 12 stages, and they are Planet Namek, Open Field, Rocky Land, City, World Tournament, Tournament of Power, Hyperbolic Time Chamber, Land of the Kais, Islands, Cell Games Arena, City Ruins, and Destroyed Planet Namek. And of course that doesn't include the different, like, you can do nighttime and daytime and all that stuff. I'm pretty sure you can change the time of day or choose, although I could be wrong about that too. But I know that's definitely a thing in Tenkaichi 3. And in Tenkaichi 3, even if you were to count all the different times of day as one map, it's still 23 maps. But as I mentioned, in that list of 12 maps, they didn't mention Mountain Road. So could it be that we'll get free DLC to keep the game fresh with like new content every few weeks or so? You know, not that the game needs to be kept alive. This game is going to be alive for years, but you know, to keep things exciting, you know, to keep us like logging into the game here and there if we're not into it. I hope that's the case. I feel like right now that's the best case scenario. The worst case scenario is they list it as actual paid DLC as part of the season pass. That would be really upsetting. Although I'm not sure how the hell Mountain Road would be part of a DLC. I don't recall that being a part of the superhero movie. And I guess Daima, but we don't know. And I don't think that would be part of Daima, because doesn't Daima take place in like other planets? And that's part of Earth. I guess we'll only find out as time goes on. But I do want you guys to let me know what you think about the stages situation as well as the DLC and manga stuff. Speaking on the manga, I think, to be honest guys, this game's gonna get updates for so many years to the point that the anime will eventually come back, and I'm talking about Dragon Ball Super itself. Whether it comes under the name of Dragon Ball Super or not, I believe the mainline anime will come back, adapting the manga to some extent with these characters, and then we won't have to worry about the whole copyright deal and, you know, it being considered manga characters. It will just be considered anime characters. Don't forget, when Xenoverse was out and Dragon Ball Super was airing, you know, the Goku Black arc was still ongoing. Super Saiyan Rose was DLC, so just be patient. I know the situation is different now because of the whole like passing of Akira and the copyright stuff, but I think the way that Dragon Ball makes so much money, and I mean they're going to continue the franchise, we know that 100%, 10 years or more I believe they said. The manga's coming back, Daima's coming back, the games are about to be more alive than ever with Sparking Zero, and eventually the mainline anime will come back after Daima, I think, unless they do another movie, which I hope they don't. As much as I love the movies, I just want the series back. But yeah, it will come back eventually, and then we'll get the supposed manga characters as anime characters being DLC. I also think GT will be DLC as well. Yes, I know we have GT characters already, but I think they'll do more GT packs with story missions, as well as Super 17, GT Trunks, and some others. Oh, and the other Shenrons, of course. So that'll be cool. I definitely see that happening, as well as some more DLC in the future, maybe OG Dragon Ball, and more. But with all that said, the game's looking amazing. It seems that they have the final build now, and I was right about saying the animations are much better in the final cut of the game. Like we just saw Super Saiyan 2 Gohan's animation looks much better than what we've seen in the past, more anime like. So yeah, the game's looking amazing. We've almost got it, guys. We're in the final stretch. Look forward to it. Look forward to me covering it on this channel, as well as other anime games like Bleach Rebirth of Souls, by subscribing and staying up to date with everything, because I don't get paid for my videos because I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet, and you can help me with that for free by subscribing and hitting that button down below and joining me on my journey, because I'm in this for the long run, you know. And have some faith, and who knows, maybe one day I'll be a big YouTuber and you can say you're an OG on my journey in the first 1,000. But with that said, like and subscribe, follow my Twitter in the description below, check out my videos on screen now, and I've been your boy Kaizen. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.